today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way. Rodgers now on first down. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
The ball carrier.
Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in Week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the returns, the Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. By 16 yards, a first down. Well, Charles, you think about the quarterback position in the National Football League. Look, I think we can agree you can't win without a good one, and this organization was sold on this young man from the very beginning.
They certainly were. They loved what they saw from him in college. I think a lot of it was the ability to process quickly and make decisive decisions. Able to get rid of the football to the right targets, never ruffled. And it's a beautiful thing if you're that guy where you come in, you know, right away. You're the guy. This is your team. You acclimate as the season goes on. The flip side is everyone expects you to be great right out of the gate.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, it's not always instant success. Kyler Murray last year, Cardinals go 5-10-1, although some didn't expect them to do that well. But Sam Darnold the year before, Jets just 4-12, so it's not always roses from day one. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's second down. To throw again, Scott, and that'll be incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. On third down, Scott. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say crosses at the 11-yard line. Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete.
Pass thrown away and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Yards to go.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Anthony Barr coming in for his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And here comes Abdullah on the return. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and all 4 points. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. CD, I'll tell you what, really impressed with this young quarterback off the field. He was telling us when he was in college, he used to have a weekly dinner with his receivers, tight ends, and linemen. And that's something that he wants to carry forward to the NFL, just that chemistry and getting with them off the field a lot.
It allows them to know him not just as a quarterback and a rookie trying to learn the game. They get to know who he is as a person. And let's face it, when you really get tight with a guy, there is more performance that's expected from everyone, and you produce a little bit more because you care about that person. What I liked was in the offseason, how he traveled from place to place trying to get to know these guys. He put that bonus money to good use.
And you can see it down on the field pregame, just the inside jokes, how familiar they are with one another. It's going to pay dividends. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Scott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Scott now to throw on second down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw is Scott. Gonna throw on third and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the point, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25.
We remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium, and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. And it's a complete right side to Funchess. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. A good pickup there at 22. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. It's going to be caught. Touchdown, Packers.
Leads to Devin Funchess.
Devin Funchess, 35 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
I think if you poll defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Packers defense, they ready themselves here. And let's take a peek. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up.
Right at the line of
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Scott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A game there of 30 big ones.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL this opening weekend. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel, coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen, 38 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
And 2 yards to go.
Here's Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Packers.
Rodgers again now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Rodgers. Rodgers lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. He brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their their own 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey,
the Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Sometimes I wonder, partner, what it would be like to just do a bar graph for all the players in the NFL to see where they came from in college to where they are in the NFL. And Danielle Hunter, a guy with less than 10 sacks in his college career at LSU, is now one of the best sack guys in the NFL. Picks up another one there, had 14.5 last year, and became the youngest player in NFL history